Well, this is working like a champ, Bruce. I've got this piece all made up. I've pickled everything before I welded it all in place, so it's all been treated, pickled in between these panels. I'll bond adhese and seam seal it all up, and this is going to really be nice, and it's so easy to deal with. It goes right in, snaps in place. I've got room for a gasket all the way around it. You know, I made this little deal, that little spring-loaded deal right there that's working like a champ. So when it snaps down, you just better grab and pull it back up. But I'm trying to come up with a way to make this handle simple, but also it has to have a pocket in there that seals off that compartment. So what I've done is I just took me some round stock, some 1/4-inch round stock I had, and I've made this little grab handle here. And I'll make a little pivot in there and open this up a little bit, and then make me a little pocket where it drops down in there, and then you just pull this up and then pull this out and then drop it down and then goes back in place. It's a lot of work fabricating this door, but I have to fabricate and design something that works, is going to work for a long time, and be user friendly. So I have to jump through all the hoops to make this thing. Once I get this done, it'll be done. Then I can finish up doing the back side, all this right here, and run my wires, and this is going to get me a long ways. But meanwhile, got to focus back on this. Let me get this in place, get this seam sealed up, and there it is. This is working out pretty good. So I got my round stock formed in the shape of a handle. I made it where it fits my hand pretty good, easy to deal with. And then I've cut this hole out in here, as you can see. And I've got some steel little sleeves that will be my pivot points. And then I'm going to weld these in here. And once I get them in place, this will sit flush with the floor, and you'll just be able to grab a hold of this and then pop this right out. And then I'll build me a little box on the back side of this to house this, to keep the fumes and water and stuff like that from coming up through the floor. And then it'll have it sealed around there. So this is going to work super great, but the real benefit of it is it's going to be the ease of getting to this. I've got this designed in a way where it shouldn't affect our interior panels in there. We'll be able to glue a piece of carpet on this and sew around it, so it'll be a separate little piece, or not sure how I'll do that. Might just make the carpet flip up, and then you just be able to grab the handle, yank this thing completely out of the way, and then have good access to the battery. So a lot of design and fabrication in there, but I've just used stuff I've had around the shop to get it all cleaned up, and it's going to be a nice solid piece. It's worked out pretty good. This little door is just sweet. I've got it all blasted and pickled. I've got this handle that goes down in there, so it'll be out of the floor level. It's got a little stop in there, makes it where you can grab a hold of it. I've got my homemade little ball and spring in there. It's a little check ball that'll help keep it shut. Completely removable, extremely nice and strong. I'll go in here and do my 2-part adhesive around everything now that it's all pickled and dried out. And look how good this works. And there's enough room under there for a gasket. We'll have a seal underneath there, but that'll go in there, pop right in place, nice and tight, won't rattle. Yank it right out, get it out of the way, and then you'll be able to get to your battery. So pretty stoked about that. That turned out real nice. So now I'm going to get that thing cleaned up, do my 2-part adhesive on it, some epoxy on it, and then I'm finally done with this battery part. I'll get your cables out and run them up, and I'm going to see about putting some jumper blocks under the hoods in case something ever happens, or if you just want to charge it from up there, you can do that if I use those jumper blocks. Just got to find a nice safe place for them. So I think that'll work out. So let's get this thing cleaned up, sealed up, and we're done with it. We'll get back there on this floor area now.